Good morning. Happy Sunday. We're live. Thanks for joining us, and I hope you had a good weekend. This weekend has been a whirlwind. I cut through a deer with my Challenger like butter. Donald Trump is getting shot at from crazies in Pennsylvania. There's plenty of them. And I did really well at golf this weekend. That being said, Brian, how you doing this weekend?
I'm doing all right. I'm hanging in there. Just another day, I guess. Not calling out Ricky or anything, but be Rizzle my shizzle here, ready to put out some more climbing videos up in the next week or two. And yeah, I think we should start with some good morning.
Oh, what better way to say good morning? Let's say good morning. Yeah. This will go down in infamy. What a good morning. I mean, you can't beat the Don. Every attempt just keeps making him stronger. That being said, today's theme is flying videos. I don't want to get too distracted. People flying, whether they're in planes or just, unfortunately, they themselves. But we got people flying. So, Brian, without further ado, let's just dive into today's episode. What's the first video?
Whoa.
What is this? Mechanic is fixing a broken landing gear? Wow. Only the safest. OSHA didn't, I guess, involve themselves in 1985.
That's a stuck wheel. That is quite unfortunate for the people that are flying, but luckily they got a grade A mechanic on duty.
The grade A mechanic. Ring, just pulls it down. You just got to hit it a couple times.
That's what he's get paid the big bucks for.
Yeah.
And that driver, awesome.
Yeah. Definitely kept it steady. Can't go too fast. Can't go too slow. This is wild.
Nice. On to the next one.
A lot of faith in yourself.
Yeah, American 738. We'd like to come back around.
American Airlines.
American 738 is an emergency. Yeah, we're going to declare an emergency. We have a wing body overheat light right now. I can't get the autopilot to engage. I'm going to get the light on here and tell you how many people I got. We got 147 people on board the aircraft. We get about 260 minutes worth of fuel and declaring an emergency. American 738, understand it's a wing body indicator light? Wing body overheat light. It's a pretty, it means there's a bleed air leak in the aircraft. American 738, turn right heading 060, maintain 5,000. Which runway do you need? Oh, give us the long one. American 733, roger, expect runway 26 left. 26 left, American 738. American 738, give me the pounds of fuel on board and Sagan the souls on board. Okay, we have 147 souls. What else did you want to hear for American 738? We've got 26,000 pounds of fuel. Roger. American 738, any hazmat on board? No hazmat, American 738.
That is crazy. Wow.
This is a Boeing factory in the U.S. state of South Carolina. Workers here in Charleston are assembling the company's flagship product.
No cameras, proceeds with camera.
But this footage reveals some have little faith in the plane they build.
Did you fly on one?
No. Oh, okay, good.
Did you fly on one of these planes?
Of 15 workers asked randomly, 10 said they would not fly on the Dreamliner.
I wouldn't fly one of these planes because I see the quality going down around here.
An employee captured the footage after contacting Al Jazeera to tell us he had serious concerns about what he was seeing. At his request,
he's got this morning coffee.
With all the problems reported on the 787, there's 90% that's getting swept away. Hushed up. It's an iceberg.
In another meeting, the source told us workers are often underskilled, uncaring, and in some cases on drugs.
I've seen a lot of things that should not go on at an airplane plant.
Drugs?
People talking about doing drugs, looking for drugs.
Not in a Waffle House.
Oh, my goodness.
You can get weed here. It's really good weed here. They don't drug test nobody.
I I know they don't.
There's people who go out there and watch this one.
Do they?
Hell yeah.
Over the course of a year, Al Jazeera's investigative unit...
You know, Brian, there's one thing to remember here, and it's that there's a phrase I've carried with me for a long time. I had a friend when we were coming back from spring break way back when we were in college.
Right.
He said it so the whole plane could hear. He goes, hey, make sure that you remember, the person that built this plane was the cheapest bidder.
Wow.
And there's a harsh reality to that, Brian. So when you see things like this, it truly shouldn't surprise you, because that's the beautiful symptom of capitalism.
I guess that, yeah, that's kind of how the capitalism bidding wars work. And it's pretty scary when you talk about quality control and people doing drugs that are
painkillers.
Yeah,
imagine like a dude on painkillers just like screwing in a bolt, like, oh no, the bolt came loose.
Oh well, that's what Waffle House got me.
Waffle House got me. All right,
on to the next one.
Oh,
coming in hot.
Yeah, this is a way to drop in on the morning. Smooth.
Ciao.
Oh, hey. How's it going?
Now, this is what I'm most curious about. How do you get a house on a soccer field like that?
He was so smooth with it. I thought he was going to just like take back off.
I mean, this is a house, right? That's not
Yeah.
a locker room. It's got like a kid's play hut.
He's like, you need to leave. The exit is that way.
Hey, sorry, Bob. Yeah.
No landing zone.
This is a no landing zone. Yes, you should. Back to the painkiller guy.
It doesn't look that important of a part.
Rub some dirt on it.
Oh, hey.
Dubai. The beauty of Dubai. Unreal. Palm Island.
And aerial gymnastics.
Yeah, the beauty of this person.
Wow.
Totally. I mean, I'd want to fall in love with the art of skydiving, but
Yeah.
there's a truth to the fact that, like, you are putting everything, all of your light in existence, in that parachute.
Yeah, you're
opening
one
and working.
being.
I gotta tell you, filtering for today's videos, the number of videos that you just simply don't want to watch and show of just parachutes not opening.
Yeah.
There's more than you think. And again, statistically, you're more likely to get hit in your car. Talk to the deer that made friends with my bumper yesterday. But like, I'm still here. If the parachute doesn't work 100% of the time, there is the same result.
And you really hope that backup parachute was, it's supposed to be done by a professional and someone completely removed from the situation. So it's someone.
But again, it was a someone, which makes them a human, which makes mistakes possible. And you know what? I'm sorry, just might not fix this one.
Yeah. Two's not safe enough for me.
Yeah. But then again, even if you made it 6, the human flaw is still always going to be there. Now you're only increasing the chances of humans messing it up. So there's no balance. Too few, too many. Don't do it.
High-end communities are the coolest neighborhoods. Everyone
how
has a
sweet.
hangar to park their planes. We're off to go grab some Chick-fil-A 200 miles away. Neighbor has some sick planes. There goes Bob in his jet to the grocery store. So cool.
I
Jim.
just want you to picture like a billionaire class Chick-fil-A where it's like the girl in her yellow suit and like her iPad, and she's like, "What would you like, sir?" And she's walking up to a plane. I'd like 2 chicken sandwiches and a milkshake.
Can I pick you anything up while 200 miles away?
Too cool.
What do you mean they forgot the fries?
Do you think that's a cheap, like beyond getting the plane and everything? I feel like the gas alone, like this isn't a sustainable lifestyle. Maybe it is. I don't know. What is a personal plane? Go into the comments. Let me know. Is this sustainable? Holy cow.
Wow.
So I did some reading on this. This is the toughest landing strip in the world because it's super short. The end of it is water, and you literally have to graze this hill to catch as much of the landing strip as possible. So here we're coming in on an approach. You literally have to clip as close as you can to that mountain to get as much landing strip as possible.
And there's cars just right there.
Insane. I wouldn't want to drive there. I have to get to work.
But look at the coastline. It's so beautiful.
But I love living on an island with coconuts. This is crazy. I think we take for granted how much of an art and like cool talent it is to this type of flying. Not the commercial, dude comes in, pushes a button, computer takes us home type of deal. I'm talking like all of the mechanics is on this dude's back. Yeah. Imagine having to land on a car on this one where like the guy has to pull your landing gear out. You're cooked.
I like the little fan in the corner.
Yeah.
It's like a little assist.
Keeps me fresh. Man, we got a lot of angles of this bad boy. I think this guy really wanted him. He mastered this landing.
Yeah.
Look,
Turn
there's
the
a truck.
GoPro on. This is
oh my
scary.
God! Look how close he was to that truck.
Damn.
That is wild. Hey, at least this guy's getting his kicks from it. That's all that matters.
I want to get a close.
Yeah, can we do that first one just real quick?
The first one or this one with the truck?
Well, we can see the truck, but I want to see that first clip one last time.
Damn, he's looking just over.
Yeah.
Oh, we're clear. We're clear.
And we're good. You can feel it right under you.
Yeah. Now we'll nosedive. And you said the first.
Yeah. Look at this. That there are people. That is wild. Absolutely wild. Person could have just like touched the tire.
Just a little bit of wind downplaying that. That would be.
Right, it is a hill. You're gonna have air current coming up or around it.
Yeah.
All right. We've seen this one a lot.
Land on me. Or land me on.
Let me on. Let me on.
Oh, let me on. I can't read.
I'm joking. I'm taking a video.
Land on me.
My mind is somewhere else.
I have no empathy for these people, but I also do.
Yeah, they're definitely not letting you on now that you're hitting the glass.
Right. And that you're once the door's closed, it's closed. Like that is a permanent.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Totality.
I've missed a flight like just like this, where like I saw them close the door. Like,
and that's what I was gonna say too. I've seen them close the door, and I'm like, whoa. We're 15 minutes early. They go,
Yeah.
oh no, we closed the door 15 minutes before takeoff. And like you're, and then you're cooked. Guess what? Looks like you're stuck in Georgia a little longer.
Yep, Atlanta's not a fun one to be at.
Cannot stand it. That, let's just say Atlanta has been my nightmare many a time. This is ridiculous, though.
Yeah, this is how you get kicked out of an airport.
This is how you go on a no-flight list.
Yeah.
Also, behavior.
Yeah.
We're talking behavior. Oh, my goodness. Someone needed to smack them. I'm talking decades ago, but this is our result.
Also, yelling in an airport, not recommended. Just in general.
This morning, a passenger under investigation after a midair scare.
Your heart just starts pounding and you're just like, oh my God, this is like, is this real?
The FAA and FBI looking into why he allegedly and unsuccessfully tried to open a door mid-flight.
The guy sitting next to him heard him say, I got to get off this plane. We all managed to kind of rip him off the door. And eventually one of the flight attendants brought duct tape so we could duct tape his legs together. And then they had flexi cuffs, which we put around his arms.
The pilot forced to return the Chicago-bound plane back to Albuquerque just after takeoff. Police met the plane, taking the man into custody.
He was a large guy. So it's like if everyone else on the plane just sat back and were like, we're going to let the flight attendants handle this, I don't know what they could have done.
This incident coming after the wing of a United plane tore apart, frightening passengers. Video showing the damaged slat. The plane was a Boeing 757, which first went into service nearly 30 years ago.
Pause real quick. Don't forget, that's why every Boeing whistleblower happens to make suicide themselves, right? That's just the convenient piece.
Yeah,
this is not a trend. Wild.
Kevin Clark was one of the 165 passengers on board.
Plane takes off, and all of a sudden it hears loud, violent vibration and just noise I've never heard from a plane before.
Pilots declaring an emergency on the Boston-bound flight, diverting
they
to
made
Denver.
it far.
Touchdown any second, and the nightmare will be over.
This is an older airplane, but it's a very reliable airplane. So the FAA will look at, was it a fatigue problem? Did it happen just because the airplane is old and been used quite a bit? Or was there some problem with the maintenance?
So, Brian, just real quick, I find it funny that we've got this situation where the wing busts open. Here, do you want to get this one off real quick?
This morning, a passenger under investigation after a midair.
It's wild that you have the wing bust open.
Yeah.
And your first move is, I'm opening the door and jumping off. What are you thinking? Like, one, you have like a brittle your psychology is so brittle.
Yeah.
You really should be on a no-fly list. Like, we really shouldn't let you on a plane again because clearly you can't handle this.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. There is a bigger piece of like, where is your logic? Where is your logic? And fight or flight, we all have that instinct. But when you choose flight, I'm fearing I must get it. You still can't be stupid.
Right.
Like, this is Darwinism at our finest. If it wouldn't have cost, based on the last plane video we saw, if it wouldn't have cost 146 other people's lives, we should just let them do it. We should just let we don't need more of you. You don't need to populate anymore. If you think jumping off the plane is the solve to, I'm afraid I see a bad wing outside, I don't know. That instinct is crazy to me.
I'm happy some of these people chose fight.
Yeah, the passengers.
For the person that chose flight, that dude wanted to fly himself, and these people said, nah, we're going to fight you.
All right, Brian, we've got 3 of them here.
Yeah.
I want the people at home to help us investigate this because I went to go do a little bit of digging. I cannot find the period of time at which this mystery history comes from. Here's a series of videos that's apparently, turn the audio off. There's apparently this series of videos that is a history of, you could play it. Where did this come from? This is cool. First, we're just starting with the basics, right? This is crazy how planes used to work. Like, imagine if he didn't catch up to it.
Wow. And he's just like, All right, now I just gotta shift the wings and I'll be up in the air soon enough.
So here's all this like lost technology and science, or at least maybe a spirit of America. Maybe we have innovated beyond this stuff, but like this guy just made his own little car. Look at this. A wind boat, an airboat.
In an emergency situation, this would be so baller, where the grid goes down and you're just like, oh, I got my whatever self-starting propeller anything, and I'm taking off. I'm ready to go.
Would you do that? Like if let's just say something went wrong, you are falling.
No.
This is cool. You know, a hover boat. Why don't we see these things anywhere? I love what they're filming it with. Like, talk about an old rudimentary camera. But there's 2 more of these too, Brian.
Okay. Let's get it going. 2. Mystery history.
Like, imagine just making your own propeller jetpack. Well,
that's probably one reason why.
They're throwing snow on them. Oh. Dude, what is this? Where does this come from? What is the date on this? Why have we never seen anything like it? Oh, wow, that's crazy.
Ooh.
Used to launch planes.
That's how they launch drones sometimes.
I could imagine. Super drone, you know.
Yeah.
But look at this. What is that? 5 propellers? 4, 5?
That's a lot of risk.
As it's just wobbling, just teeter-tottering.
It's inches above his head.
Look at this one.
Don't sit up straight. What are they water in the fields with this thing?
And consider how much reliance they have on it not like tipping just over just a little bit and giant blades just mowing. But like, where does this stuff come from? This is weird.
What is going on in this one? Is this like a Powerball lottery?
Like, what is this? This was like a Cedar Point ride. Look at him.
Got the hand crank.
Yeah. Didn't get very far. We're back to this guy. They're chasing it. Get back here.
Wonder how loud that thing was. Like, whoop, 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 whoop.
You're right. You're so right. And imagine standing near it because you got to crank it.
Shrapnel flying everywhere.
Stop it. Yeah, oh, yeah, this will work. You're just like a bird.
Yeah.
Look at you. How many times did they try that before they realized this ain't gonna work?
They got whole like plane. Wow. Whole plane
I think Da
wings.
Vinci would like this one.
Mm.
I mean, it doesn't make much engineering sense, but it looks cool.
It doesn't look like it's structurally that strong.
Yeah.
Those look like conduit pipes.
Dude, I wouldn't be surprised if they scrapped it from like a factory somewhere. Yeah, again, mystery history. Would love to know when these things took place. So let me tell you a bit of a preface into this, Brian.
Okay.
I just made a TikTok just to have fun and saw something wild. And it went a little viral. So then I posted it on my Instagram, but then I must have caught the parachuting community and they got offended. But first, let's take a look at the video. No, can you start
Can you hand me the shovel?
Start this whole bit over.
Yeah.
No, you got to have the audio on, dude.
I'll tell you all about it. Hey, can you hand me the shovel?
Oh. So harmless, you know, again, you think, one, it's just a harmless joke, but two, where do you think that stuff goes? It seems to be the logical conclusion to it. But of course, the parachuting community took offense and we had some comments. So the first comment was, I got a mouth. Nice. Making fun of someone saying goodbye to their friend. You're making fun of a funeral. This is what we do for our fallen skydivers. And I'm like, yeah. So let them hit the ground for a second time and with no regard to the people below. And of course, that wasn't too favored as a response. So I caught a parachuting influencer, Miss Knipe here, and she responded. She goes, if you think anyone or anything would get hit with ashes that were dropped from 8,000 feet, you need to go back to school, my guy. Common sense saves lives. First, let me remind you, it was a joke. But secondly, honey, again, follow-up comment. I think this guy nails it. And where do you think it goes? Dazzle me with your brilliance. Because again, yeah, maybe it may not be noticeable. The particles are so spread out, you don't realize it. But they definitely go somewhere. And Brian, if you could go to video 2. So I did a little bit of digging on this influencer, Miss Knipe, and we checked out her profile. And ironically, right towards the top, she had this video on her page.
You're gonna die and no one is gonna remember you. Fuck it.
Where do you think the pie goes? You're pieing the ground below. Listen, I'll give you the ash. I'll give you that maybe the ash particles are not noticeable. But when you're throwing berries and pie crust everywhere, that's going to the ground. It only goes to one place. So I want to end the piece here with probably the greatest comment under the whole thing. And this was from Mr. Greg here. I got a mouthful of someone's grandma once when my tandem student opened the bag a little too early. But leave it to Morris Aaron down here with the best. There's worse ways to get a mouthful of someone's grandma. Stay positive. Wild. People flying.
Paragliding nightmare.
Dude, what?
No.
Brother, oh my gosh, the trees.
What a lucky break.
Yeah, right? Yo.
Oh, he caught with someone, and I
Yes.
missed that part.
Insane.
Whoa. I couldn't imagine being like, oh yeah, my chute open, where it's all good, and then being like,
oh Bob, you're too close.
Oh no.
That's crazy.
Insane.
Again, is it worth the risk? I don't care how fun that is. I find a lot of fun things here on the ground. Enough to where that isn't necessary.
Got another paragliding for you.
Oh, that was close. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
If that is not the most impressive thing you see today, not only skating the water that close, look at that, brushes it, but to land on the little red target. Whoop.
Wow.
That is so impressive.
Pilot perspective.
Hitting turbulence, like, dude, you just disappear. Like, the air is so much different than our instinct on the road.
Yeah.
Like, for you to just go completely blind and just be like, yep, keep going. We're good. It's got to be a fun life.
Skydiving through a cloud.
Oh, that's cool.
It's like a... It's raining. It's pouring. I'm in a cloud.
That is too cool. Again, kudos to the lifestyle. That seems like a fun hobby. Just the risk and reward balance is just way too off for me.
We got some turbulence.
Yeah,
yes, sir. There's gonna be a little bit of turbulence coming up. No, thank you.
And still, the reminder is driving is 10 times, so significantly, even more than that, more dangerous than flying. So a couple shakes scares people, but you're still safer in that plane. Perfectly open and completely covered in wave. He takes off, totally open beachfront, lands soaked.
Whoa. Going quick.
Whoa. The real Top Gun. That is crazy.
Oh, no. Oh, everything's okay. Mystery plane just appeared.
Skirt. Skirt, skirt. Wow. To be that perfectly in sync. Feet apart, if that.
Damn.
You want to get one last one in here and then call it a day?
Yeah.
Call it a Sunday?
Unreal precision.
This is a good one to end on. Year.
Hey, buddy.
Hello, friend. Welcome. That's perfect. Guys, I hope you have a beautiful Sunday. Stay strong. Don't let anything get you down. If they're shooting at you, you'll survive it. Otherwise, Brian and I, we go live every Sunday at 9 a.m. So wake up, have a cup of coffee with us, or catch us later in the day because the videos are always going to be around. Share some laughs with us. The whole purpose of the live show is to get you involved. So please dive into the comments and keep the show lively. But otherwise, Brian and I have another show on the REthink Tank where we go live every Tuesday at 7 p.m. where we got the whole studio full of the crew and we have a good time. So be sure to join us there. Otherwise, you can find all of our content in one central place, and that's at our website at www.rethinktankpodcast.com. But guys, remember, if we made you laugh or you're enjoying the content, the best thing you could do to support the show is share that link. If you liked it, that means someone else will too. So be sure to click on over and send it around because that's what supports, the efforts of what Brian and I are doing here. But otherwise, guys, we'll catch you next week live Sunday. Peace.